Hello and welcome to the 15th episode of Dead Flesh Retro Plays Fish by Magnetic Scrolls. My name is Chris, but one day I will be known as Dead Flesh Retro.
And I'm Lee. Man, I hope you've got some ideas because we are so stuck.
Well, I've prepared a new save game that consists of everything we've solved so far and gives us over 2 hours until everything ends at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I can report I did discover a way for us to make progress.
Ah, okay. Intriguing.
If you listen to this and enjoy it, please let us know, or even join a future live session on YouTube and comment while we're playing.
Right, let's go.
Okay. Hello, everybody. If you'd like to introduce yourselves once again, say hello, please.
Hello, Lee here.
Swandies.
Hello, Rosie here.
Hi, Woody here.
This time not on mute. Hi, Mike here.
I was going to say, like, there's an established order now.
I know.
So, did you mess it up, Mike? Were you on mute?
I did.
Oh, well. Anyway, in the interim, since we figured out what to do with the cylinder last week, I have gone and done everything that we know so far in a single run, and I've managed to get us to the full 419 points that we know of. That means we have everything apart from the crystal, and we also don't know how to defuse the booby trap. Those are the two puzzles we know about that we haven't done yet. And if I look at our watch, if I go in here, the time is 13:48. So we have over 2 hours to solve the final few puzzles. Now, I also discovered once you rescue Tench from his parasite in the disco, he doesn't tell you anything. He just runs off to have a shower and doesn't give you any information, doesn't tell you how to defuse the booby trap or give you his password or anything. But if you go and try and remove the lock screw with the hyperdriver after you've done this, something happens. And so that's the first thing we're going to do, because as soon as I realized that that's what happened, I immediately shut the window down. So I haven't even I read the first line and that's it. I haven't read anything else. So I'm very excited to find out what actually happens, because I think rescuing Tench actually solves the problem with the booby trap. So
We don't die instantly when you...
Yeah, I was going to say that.
I hope not.
Can someone remind me about the booby trap? Where is the booby trap and what does it do? And
It explodes if you try and use the hyperdriver on the lock screw. It just blows up and kills you, and it destroys the interface, and you end up in the goldfish bowl of death.
okay.
It's in the lab, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the lab, in the project room, I've put the hyperdriver here already. I've dropped it, and the device almost fills the room here. So we need to get the hyperdriver. Look at the device. It contains a stream accelerator. If we look at the stream accelerator, it says the stream accelerator accelerates particles gathered by the main project machine. There is a lock screw on it. And if you now say unscrew lock screw with hyperdriver, Simon Tench bangs on the door shouting, "Stop, stop, don't touch the device, it's booby-trapped." You rush over into the lab and over to the door, expecting some kind of trap. "Can you hear me, Dr. Roach?" he asks desperately. "The device is booby-trapped. It's connected up to a computer game called Shutdown, which is keeping the lock screw locked in place. The only way to free it is to stop Shutdown counting down, but I don't know how to. The parasite wrote the program. You'll have to log in as me. I can't quite remember my password, though. I think it's pondweed, but I'm not sure. The parasite could have deceived me. Did you get all that?" "Yes, thank you," you shout, and he swims away, saying, "Good luck, Dr. Roach." You return to the project room and look with dismay upon the lock screw. Another booby trapped. This is getting dangerous.
Okay,
Ooh.
so to the terminal.
Hmm.
The password is not likely to be pondweed, though, is it?
It's not going to be pondweed. It's going to be.
No.
Well, we've got to try that first, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sat at the terminal. I'm going to log in. Tench. Pondweed. I'm in.
What?
Good.
Absolutely amazing.
Okay.
I don't trust that. But carry on.
I'm going to look at mail. There's no mail. I'm going to go to games. And I'm going to execute shutdown. Maybe I should have saved this. Okay. Welcome to shutdown, Simon Tench. You know the rules. The goal is water. Starting position LYHSU. You have 40 minutes until the project is activated.
Lee, have you got your JavaScript editor ready?
Yeah. Gotta figure out what it's doing first.
Yeah.
And then the prompt is cell.
Cell as in CELL.
Yeah, CELL.
So the fact that it's a 5-letter word means that it could be a 5x5 grid, because that's 25 and there are 26 letters in the alphabet, and it might not be using Z.
Well, my first thought was one of those ones where you change one letter at a time and it's always a word.
Yeah.
But there's
LYHSU isn't a word, is it?
no, and there's no obvious step to a word there either. So the letters could be scrambled, of course.
Is it an anagram? Can anybody spot a word in LYHSU?
Lushy?
Shuli.
What does it mean by cell?
Is there can you type a question mark or something? What can we do here?
Invalid input numeric entry only.
I wonder if it's
That's interesting. Try typing in 6. I'm expecting it to not allow it.
Yeah.
I thought maybe 1 might
Yeah,
be.
value too large, maximum number allowed 5. So we
Yes.
can put the reference to the letter.
Oh, so if you put 1, I wonder if that will change the L to an M.
Oh, and then it asks for a value.
Oh. Is it? Do we reckon it's the number from L to W?
Well, that would be very easy, wouldn't it? I mean, I could try putting I could just put a 1 in as well and see if it advances it by 1.
11? Or you could try 11.
Oh, it did. It's now WYHSU. Okay.
So
I guess
why is that?
YZA, so
Yeah.
2, I guess. 2, 2.
2, 2. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
we failed to take into account, we failed to realise that even though we got the first letter right after the first move, it had removed other stuff as well.
It hadn't. The 1 didn't move anything. So moving cell 1 by 11 didn't change, only changed the first letter. But moving 2 by 2 changed the ones next to it. And it changed them by it changed them by 1. Oh.
We've got to do
Only-
it backwards.
Only the next one, though. SU's still the same.
Yeah, so the ones either side of the A have changed. The X has changed by 1 forwards, and the I has changed by 1 forwards.
So have they moved by n-1, do we think? So do we want to try 3, 3 and see if they...
Well, in that case, how do we explain 11 moving 1 by 11?
I know, I was thinking the neighbours.
Yes, but the neighbor of 1 is the Y in location 2, and it didn't change. Now, maybe it didn't change because it only looks at the digit, not the tens, and the digit is 1 in 11, and 1 minus 1 is 0, so it didn't actually move it. Do you see? Why? Yeah. Why did our first move not change the letter in the second location is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Let's see what other letters the other positions alter then. So shall we
Yeah.
see what 3, if you change 3, see which letters it alters?
Okay.
Chris, do you know what you should have done?
Saved it.
Saved it, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's...
It's all right. We're not far away.
Yeah, I know. It was very quick to get back to this place.
Can someone take notes of what we're doing, though? Because this is going to scroll off the screen very shortly.
Okay, hang on.
I mean, I could do this as well, but
I don't-
I wasn't expecting this puzzle, I have to say.
Okay, I've written them down.
Okay. So we'll move. Should we move 3? We want to move it to a T for water.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's 11 again. Okay, yes, and it did move the ones next to it. I mean, it could be, of course, that each one moves the ones next to it by a fixed amount.
Okay, so in that one, the third one moved 11, but the ones either side moved only 2, so the A
Yeah.
went to C, and the S
A,
went
B,
to
C,
and the S
S, T, U. Yeah. So that the first one moved by 1, right? And
Yeah.
position 3 moved by 2. So
Yeah.
we presume that position 4 will move by 3 then, right?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, which also would explain why the first one didn't move.
Didn't move at all.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
It's moving turn -1.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so to get from U to E, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E is a 10.
Okay.
And how much of the others moved?
These stayed the same.
C, W, E,
T,
X,
U,
A, B, C, D,
U, V, W. Yeah, 3.
W. Moved by 3, yeah?
Yeah.
U, V, W. Right, okay.
And so we can assume 5 moves by 4.
Well, let's
Do you want me to test it?
yeah,
Mhm.
E, F, G, H, I. So whether it goes to I. So whether
Yeah.
we have X, C, W, I, R.
How many do you want me to move 5 by?
To the R.
To the R?
Well, just
X,
Well,
Y,
okay.
Z.
actually don't do it to the R. Do it to 3 minus R minus 3.
Yeah, so this is what we're going to need to do, isn't it? We're going to have to work backwards from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to go almost up to it, and then when we do the one before it,
Yeah,
it'll
yeah.
push it up, won't it?
Mm.
So R minus 3 is what?
Yeah. The order that we do it in doesn't matter. What we need to do is the second one is going to be moved. Sorry, the first one is going to be moved 1,
Mm.
regardless of what we do, because we have to move the second one. That makes sense. The third one is going to be moved 1 plus 2 is 3. Third one is going to be moved 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6.
But I think it's okay because if we work from the right to the left,
Yeah,
the
yes.
one on the very right will only move another 3 when we move the fourth one, and
That's
that
right.
one will move 2 when we move the third one. So, so where are we? X,
Yeah. Okay. So we can yeah
Y, Z,
work it out as we go.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. Oh my goodness, was that 20?
So I want to get to O. I want to set X to O, right? 5 to O, don't
16?
I? Let me just check that. So it's X now, yeah? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, I make it.
Can someone else check? 17.
17.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is.
Well, that's to O.
To O, yeah.
O, P, Q, R. So that's only 3. So it's 16.
But we're moving it. But we're moving it by 3 next time.
Yeah.
Oh,
think,
and
Chris, you're
by
correct.
3 next time.
Because we're changing location 4, which moves by 3.
Oh, yeah.
Yes?
Right. Yep, absolutely right.
Oh, shit. Where did I go wrong there?
Oh no, it's
X.
wrapped.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Also, weren't you going to? I thought you were going to do 17, not 16.
Oh, no, I was wrong. I was just wrong. It's 17. I just miscounted. I'm sorry.
But it's altered the first one.
Ah.
X.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it has.
It doesn't matter though, does it? Because we're not going to do this. We're not going to need to do this again.
If we go backwards, it doesn't matter.
No.
Okay.
So 5-1. Good. Okay. And then we need to move.
Oh, you're right. It doesn't matter. That's right. It doesn't matter.
Because we're doing it from right to left.
Yeah.
And that's why we're doing it from right to left.
Yes.
Okay. So what do we need to get M to? Because it's going to move by 2 next time. We need to get M to K. Well, that should be 24, right?
Yeah.
So I think the easiest thing to do is work out how many to get to the number you want, and then just subtract the.
Yeah, it should be 24.
So what's that for?
Oh, sorry, yeah. So we want it to get to E minus 2. We want it to get it to C, right?
S T V W X Y Z A B C D E. What was that? 18? No. What was that?
16, I make it.
18.
Yeah, 16 to get it to C.
Yeah.
Yep. So the 18 minus 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So change 4 to 16. And that should give us
An R
a C and an R. Okay.
Cool.
Hey!
Yeah. Okay, so that'll give us a 2 when we move it next time, because we're moving 3 now.
Yep.
And 3 is a Z, and we want to get it to T minus 2. No. T minus 1, because we're moving 1 next time.
19?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 19.
19.
19. Oops. 3 by 19, yeah?
You know, in Apollo, is it Apollo 13, when all the scientists are all like scribbling and they're all confirming each other's numbers?
Yeah. Okay, so now 2. 2, we want to be bang on, right? We want 2 to be an A, because it's not moving.
Yeah.
So we're going from E to A.
So we're going from 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no.
Yeah.
So what's that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
22?
22. 22.
Yeah. The 222.
And then G to W. G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 16.
Although we can get this one wrong, so.
Come on!
Beautiful.
Congratulations, Simon Tench. You've won again. We must play Shutdown again sometime. Project initialization reset to original start time. Returning to games menu.
Nice.
So
Does
now we
that
can.
mean we've disabled the booby trap?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we? Well, let's save it.
I'm gonna quit and
Yeah.
come out of the and log out and then save.
I wonder whether can we try running hack?
I was going to suggest exactly the same
I
thing.
wonder whether that might be the alarm.
No, Hack is one of the ones that doesn't
That's
run
Tench.
out of hours.
But we tried to run shutdown as well, didn't we? And,
No, Shutdown was different. Shutdown was only
Tench
executable by
only.
Simon Tench.
okay. Okay.
chess and hack were only available out of hours. The other ones, which are the magnetic scrolls, you know, joke games,
Yeah.
they got a message from the principal telling us to stop playing games.
But you haven't tried running hack as Tench though, have you?
I have not.
I mean, whilst we're here.
Well, we're not here anymore, but yes.
I'm not there anymore.
We're in the project room about to unscrew the hyperdrive, the lock screw. But
Alright,
we can definitely try it.
We have no idea how to do it.
Yeah. No, I'll go back. I'll just try it and then I'll restore. I don't think it will get us anywhere, but let's try it. Sit at terminal. Actually, if you say sit terminal, it says you sit on the terminal for a while, but after attempting every conceivable contortion, still can't type anything. You get off and sit at it. That's better.
Oh my God.
The login message is on the screen, blah, blah, blah. So I just thought that was funny.
We got a bucket load of points, by the way.
Oh,
Oh my word.
for when we logged off, we did.
Wow.
We did. How many points is that? We were on 417, weren't we?
I did think it was harsh.
419.
Yeah. 28?
So what's that, like 19 points we got? No, 29 points we got.
28 points. We were on
28, yes, you're right. Yeah. Okay, let's log back in as Tench.
Here's a thought. It goes back to the multicolored gravel again. Will that accelerator then change the color of the room so we can get in and get the crystal? Is the white the alarm? Just a thought.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, okay, I'm going to try running hack. Only available during off-peak shift between midnight and 6 a.m. So
Right. Let's take the stream accelerator to the museum.
we couldn't take it before, but once the lock screw is off, maybe we can.
Yeah.
Or at least take it somewhere where it might be useful.
We literally have no other clues. So.
No, we don't. I'm going to restore. Every move counts.
Yeah.
So let's just reload this. And then I'm going to... okay, so unscrew, lock, screw with hyperdriver. The hyperdriver grips and turns the lock screw in that cunning way that only hyperdrivers can. The lock screw is easily removed. So we now have a lock screw and a brass screw.
Okay.
Can we take the stream accelerator?
We now have the stream accelerator.
Ooh.
Points.
When we look at it, it says the stream accelerator
Points.
accelerates particles gathered by the main project machine.
Is that brass screw the one from the filter?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have no idea what we needed a stream accelerator for yet, do we?
Have we done X just to check what it does? I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, well, you just did it
Yeah,
there.
we just
there.
did it there.
I mean, we don't even know what the stream accelerator can do, let alone where we could do it.
And I guess it's part of the trying to put it all back together again. You know, we need to combine the different items.
Yeah,
Well,
we did get points for that, so we're on 455 now.
Yeah.
So that
yeah,
was
I mean,
that was-
presumably we use it to make the water
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
back properly.
Yeah, I think so.
Accelerate particles.
We can also combine the focus wheel and the filter. I haven't done that yet.
Oh yeah, to make the focus filter.
I like
Yeah.
I like the idea that someone had that we might need to use the stream accelerator to change the color of the room.
Yeah. Where's Jeremy?
That was Jeremy, wasn't it? Yeah, sorry.
I can't remember how do we combine the focus wheel and the filter? I did this once before, didn't I?
Yeah. That's how we know it makes a focus filter.
Screw filter to focus wheel with screwdriver. How about that?
Hmm.
No, can't do that with a filter. It doesn't understand combine or add.
Join?
Join. Ah, join to. Join focus wheel to filter. Well done. The focus wheel connects to the filter, making a focus filter.
Brilliant.
So we need to combine the photon bridge with the tuned crystal, and we can't get the crystal. So I don't think we can do anything else, can we? And then, because then we need to put it in the case.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just looking at the focus filter. It says the focus filter is capable of fully filtering finely focused photons. Try saying that when you've sniffed a few. You have combined two items which regulate and concentrate energy, but you have no way to filter or focus that energy.
Guess we need the crystal.
Hmm.
Use accelerator with focus filter. Oh, it's used to something, another object. Well, filtering photons might affect colour in some way. It's the only photon thing we've got.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we've got the photon bridge. The photon bridge looks like a specialised radio aerial. Spiky bits poke out at all angles, as if they should be grasping something. It is obviously the work of a deranged snifter addict.
Can you turn the accelerator on?
Hey, I really dig you, Stream Accelerator.
Oh dear.
Switch on.
There's another bad pun incoming.
Yeah, it's the same bad pun.
It's a bit far-fetched that we can turn it on when it's completely detached from anything.
Yeah. But it is just like another object that we now have and can carry around.
I mean, what else can we do other than go to the museum and see whether it does anything or
Yeah.
whether...
I mean, we could take it to dinner.
Yeah, the restaurant's got to be
Oh,
used
yeah.
for something, hasn't it?
Is that how you turn it on?
Yeah, we need some heavy oil.
Are there any other objects? You know, when we were in town, have we exhausted all of the objects that were
Yeah.
in town, apart from the jacket? And we couldn't take the jacket, could we?
Yeah, I think we've got everything.
Yeah, we do. I'm going to drop the lock screw here. I might as well drop the brass screw here. That's another. We have these two screws.
Well, we think that the case is for combining all of the...
Yeah, I mean, I could put the focus filter in the case potentially. But it feels like it might be useful still for something else.
The case?
No, the focus filter.
No, yeah, sure.
Actually, no. I'm going to get the screws.
Okay, so I was just thinking, do we have a source of light somewhere? And the only place I can think of is in our apartment, because we have a light switch there, don't we?
Yeah.
Didn't the disco have lights as well?
Disco has lights. I'm just... I mean, I don't think we interacted with the light other than just turning it on and off in the apartment. So I don't know whether you can combine stream accelerator with light or something. There's no torch, is there? We haven't got-
No, there's no torch or anything like that.
No.
I mean, we could just go to the museum and just
Let's see.
see what happens.
I mean, it does get a lot of flashing lights, doesn't it? And sirens when we set the alarm off.
True.
Who knows? We can but try.
Mm.
I think I'm just going to take what we've got.
Yeah.
I mean, this might be too much. If we manage to get the crystal, it might be too much for us to carry. Maybe I should take the photon bridge as well.
Yeah.
So I've got the screwdriver, the hyperdriver. I mean, I probably don't need the glasses and all of that stuff anymore, but I'm wearing it anyway, so I don't think it counts towards our... Okay.
I'm not sure how useful the screwdriver and hyperdriver are without the screws.
I have them.
Oh, you've got the screws?
Yeah, I picked them up again.
Oh, right, okay, cool. Don't lose your super new base save, the one that you did.
No, I'm not gonna lose that save. I'm just figuring out which save to use. This is my working save now. I'm gonna leave 04. Yes, okay.
I think it should give you extra points for remembering to open the door this time.
I know, right? I should just get a single point every time I go through anything, any door without walking into it.
Like a slow clap or something.
I'm just going to go into the restaurant while I'm here. Gas impregnated oils are on sale.
Try and buy something.
I tried that.
Yeah.
Buy
have a reservation.
oil with Visa card. The waiter looks around at you and notices that you're not eating. I'm terribly sorry, sir, he says apologetically, but our license doesn't allow us to sell drinks except with meals. So really should have booked first.
Try and buy a meal.
Yeah. Or book a table or whatever. Yeah.
I think we did.
The waiter waves you away. I'm afraid our facilities are all fully booked today. I can sell you a takeaway sachet of plankton if you're hungry, sir.
Ooh,
Ooh.
get that.
Yeah. And can we then have the oil with that?
Maybe if I'm eating that, they'll sell me an oil.
Maybe you don't need the oil. Maybe you just need plankton.
Oh,
We've just bought some plankton.
okay.
There's a tank somewhere with. Is that part of the machine?
Yeah.
That's got all the gravel.
Does plankton change the colour of water?
Probably.
Sometimes to green.
It just says it makes a tasty snack.
Hmm.
Eat it.
Eat it and then see if I can buy oil?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the plankton is the important thing, though.
Feels like it's a tasty snack for someone else.
Maybe. Who's hungry?
I'm pretty hungry.
Okay, I'm going to eat the plankton and buy oil with Visa card. It says you can't reach the plankton from here. And then the waiter does the same thing. I'm terribly sorry. Our license doesn't allow us to sell drinks except with meals. Open sachet.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to open the sachet somewhere.
Maybe
we need to open it in the museum.
I'll put it in the machine and maybe the colour of it will.
Or the smell, or
Yeah.
who knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great though.
Okay. Release plankton.
We didn't get any points for this, but I mean that's a total
Yeah.
surprise.
Yeah.
We never tried by meal. I always tried to book. I
Is
was
there
like,
any more?
book
Yeah. Can you
table.
buy anything else?
Huh?
Can you know like when we were buying the snifters and like buying the snifters multiple times actually did something?
I'll try to buy more plankton.
Just I don't know. We're just trying to, you know.
The waiter waves you away. I'm afraid our facilities are all fully booked today. We've even run out of sachets too. It must be because of Rag Week. I'm very sorry, sir.
Okay.
So this is the
Yes.
sachet.
Yeah.
We've got what
Okay.
we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. I
Hmm.
mean, keep racking your brains for anywhere that we might need to eat something or someone might need to eat something.
Did we make some comment about the policeman?
Well, I said that maybe it's for the guards, but I'm now wondering whether it's more to be used like bird seeds. If you go to the museum and open the sachet, it will attract lots of people.
Right.
Ah, then
Then when the alarm goes off, we can sneak past.
Yeah, maybe.
yeah.
Just, you know, this is trying to get into the mindset of the weirdos that break the cage. And it's
Yeah.
not,
I mean, if they're live plankton, when they swim around.
will they reproduce?
Let's go to the museum and try opening the sachet.
Yeah.
Yeah, see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in the alarm room.
Okay.
Save.
This would be the most random puzzle solve ever.
Open sachet. You tear open the sachet. The plankton escapes and starts to slowly disperse in the water around you. You notice how the plankton deflects the light as it spreads. If you act quickly, you should be able to eat it before it disperses completely. Your mouth drops open in amazement. In the spreading cloud of plankton is the glimmering myriad of light beams. Clearly the museum alarm system. Ahem.
Unbelievable.
And point.
North?
Right. And point, yes. It's now Mission
Oh,
Impossible.
so we can now see.
Yeah, we can see them, yeah.
We go north. You step past the now visible beams.
Oh my.
Oh.
Crystal room. This is the most beautiful room you've ever seen. It really is. There are no decorations, no features, no floors, and yet the colours shift and swirl on every surface, creating a hypnotic, soothing ambience. If you ever get the urge to leave, the exit is south. The crystal is the museum's star exhibit.
Get
Is there
the
an image?
crystal.
Is there an image?
I love our meta solving of this.
This is where we've got too much shit on us.
Everything apart from the restaurant and the museum. Therefore, the solution has to be to either use the museum in the restaurant or use the restaurant in the museum. And we guessed.
I cannot
And
believe
it worked.
Cannot believe it.
No.
Chris, inspired.
You have now got the crystal.
Wow.
We don't even have to drop anything. I can't believe that it's not telling us that we're carrying too much stuff.
Right, well, back to the
So-
research lab to tune it.
So
Yeah.
Arrest us on the way out. Watch.
yeah.
Well, they only throw us out, so it doesn't matter.
We step past the now visible beams anyway.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, suckers.
And more points. 9 more points.
Oh yeah, 474 now.
Yeah.
We're so close.
Mm.
And we haven't been thrown under the tracks, under the train either.
And I'm sure
Yeah.
that's because of not getting to the appointment.
Oh no, I think it's if we happen to be in a platform location when Tench shows up.
Ah, okay.
That's what I think anyway. Where are we going? Uni, Battersea, Opar.
You have 27 points still to get.
Oh god, that's not a lot, is it?
No.
I need to check the
there.
watch.
Oh, we must be well within.
Oh my
time.
god, it's 3:30.
God.
Oh.
What? How much time do we?
Then is it really only until 4 o'clock?
Yeah, we die at 4.
Oh.
We have 30 moves.
I might have to redo this again, eh? Let's see. We're so close.
Are you going into? Wait, no, you need to go into the research. You need to go into the research lab with the.
Ah, shit. You're right.
Don't forget to open the door.
No, I'm just restoring to save his turns. Crystal tuna. How do you even use this? Put crystal in tuna. The crystal is now inside the crystal tuna. Marvelous. Thank you.
And
Activate tuna.
Tune crystal.
Yeah.
The crystal tuna is a box which lets you adjust the receiving frequency of a quivering crystal. This is going to be a puzzle, isn't it?
Close it. Just close it.
Close. Tuna. It's closed. Adjust. Use tuna. To
Turn it on.
But tune crystal.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
try tune crystal.
switch on tuna. There is a ringing sound which dies away after about 20 seconds.
Okay. Open.
consider it
3
tuned.
points for that.
It's got to be tuned now, surely.
Number 2.
You now have the tuned crystal.
Right. So
Oh,
you
just
want to
cooking here,
join
we're
it
cooking.
to join it to the photon bridge?
How many we can't have, how many turns have we got left?
Shove it all in the box.
I put the wrong card in the slot.
Amateur.
Oh,
We've only been playing this for like 20 weeks.
Yeah.
It's not a lie. Okay. What do we do to combine the things again? Join, wasn't it? Join
Yeah.
crystal to bridge. Brilliant. The photon bridge and the tune crystals seem to meld before your eyes, leaving you with a crystal bridge.
Okay, so now we want to join crystal bridge to the focus filter.
Join crystal bridge to focus filter. Ah, such dexterity. You have made the only crystal filter in fish world. Put
Did we just put it in the case?
crystal filter in case.
Yeah.
The crystal filter is now inside the radio case. Congratulations, the two items fuse to form a stream regulator. We're at 493 points now.
Did we? I guess we screw this back into the device.
Yeah.
Didn't we
Oh.
take? Did we take the stream regulator out? So maybe that was broken.
we used the accelerator yet?
Okay, I've got both the regulator and the accelerator.
So can we combine those and then screw it back in the device? Maybe. We're going to be standing next to the device and we're going to run out of turns.
Join regulator to accelerator. You can't do that.
Okay.
I think we need to go and screw them into the device now.
I think so, yeah. Well, you just said join regulator and accelerator, and it said to what?
Yeah, to
Oh,
what? Yeah.
I
To
wonder whether-
device.
Yeah. Do we need to do both at the same time?
Join regulator to device.
Don't know.
Can't do that.
Can we put the accelerator back in?
I mean, I'd have to screw it like.
Why would we take it out?
Why would we take it out?
It's the case that we want to put somewhere. The case is the thing that's got everything in
Oh
it.
yes. I know, but the case is that's
That's
tending
what the
to
regulator
stream
is.
regulator yeah.
Yeah.
The case is the regulator.
So join regulator to device.
I've done join regulator to device, and it says you can't do that with the stream regulator.
What about put regulator in device?
I'm going to say screw regulator to device with screwdriver. No. In device. Put regulator in device. The stream regulator is now inside the device.
Okay.
All right.
So then put the accelerator back in.
Ooh! Put accelerator in device. The stream accelerator won't fit. And we're out of time.
No.
Oh,
Oh.
you're surrounded by a grotesque sucking noise. Oh.
That's so close.
I'm confused as to what we have or what we had.
So we combined all of the things that we had to find, and that's turned into a stream regulator.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that's left. So that was the focus wheel and the filter to make the focus filter, and the photon bridge and the crystal, and then we combined those and we added it to the case, and that gets us the stream regulator. So the only thing we have left now is the stream regulator and the stream accelerator.
So what's the accelerator?
That's the thing that we took out of the device with the lock. There was a lock screw, and we took the lock screw out, and we took the accelerator out.
Okay.
Do you think we need to put the regulator in and then screw the accelerator back in with the lock screw?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or even with the permanent brass
And if you
screw.
go back to your save and don't do all the moves with the wrong pass thingy, whatever you call it,
Yeah.
might be able to do it.
Okay.
Okay, so we were able to put the regulator in the device, weren't we?
Yeah. Yeah. Put regulator in device, I think we put. Put the accelerator in the device?
It doesn't fit. That's what we tried, and it didn't fit.
You try screwing it back in.
Can we screw it too? Like attach to it somehow?
No. Oh, blimey. We're so close.
What happens if we put one in and turn the machine on?
Yeah.
Does that
Yeah.
do-
Because we had to take it out. We had to solve the puzzle
We did.
to get it out. But we haven't done anything with it once it's been out, have we?
Correct.
Other than make space.
Other than make space, yeah, exactly.
So that sounds like we should put the new thing in and then turn it on.
Yeah.
Switch on device says, I really dig you, device.
Do you think we should try and screw the regulator in,
Yeah,
given that we still have the lock screw?
we do. We have, yeah.
Well, let's see if it even allows us to do that.
Yeah.
So actually, all of those attempts of screwing stuff.
Are using turns.
Yeah.
No. But the regulator wasn't in the device when you were trying.
Do you actually put it in first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
the
put it
regulator
in
Yeah.
and then like attach it with the lock screw or something.
Or even just screw, lock screw.
Okay, I'll put the regulator in the device
Yeah.
and then screw regulator to device with hyperdriver.
Do we not need to mention the lock screw, I wonder?
Well, how?
Screw, lock screw to device? Oh.
The lock screw snaps resolutely into place. It seems you have done all you need to do to save Hydropolis. So you rest on your laurels for a while. Then your laurels start to ache, so you start filing your credentials when suddenly nothing happened. It's 4 o'clock. The project has been activated and nothing's happened. You did it. You saved Hydropolis. It's time for celebration, time to party. But professionals don't party. They leave that to the Dr. Roaches of this dimension. You return to Mission HQ to a hero's debriefing from Sir Playfair Panchax. Absolutely splendid job, Agent 10, he chuffs. A marvellous piece of work. One of your finest missions. As a reward, we at the department are allowing you 3 months vacation with a goldfish of your choice. He winks. And we guarantee no interruptions this time. You are warped off to a spacious, warm aquarium with all the pondweed, ant eggs and gravel you could want, and of course the most beautiful creature in all the dimensions to spend time with. After 3 months of this kind of pleasure, you might not be up for another mission. Your score is 501 out of 501.
Yay!
Oh my god, and it's exactly 8 o'clock.
Holy crap, we did it. We actually did it.
And I think we must have had like 1 or 2 spare moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hardly any.
Yeah.
I mean, I will restore and find out how many moves we actually had at that save point, shall I?
Mm.
Do you want?
If you want.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe we were still so far away from finishing.
I cannot believe that plankton. I
No.
can't believe that. It seems so left field.
Yeah, to
7 moves. We had 7 moves left.
Unbelievable.
So can I just point out that we could have got the crystal within like 20 moves?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's nothing stopping us getting
No.
the crystal.
No, we could have got it. I mean, we could probably solve the whole thing by midday, because I don't think you even need to get evidence on Tench before taking him to the disco.
No.
But you do need to wait for him to come to the pub.
You need to wait for him to come. But if you remember, one of the games that we played, he was there like immediately.
Right.
Mm.
So if you're lucky and you get to the pub and he's there or doesn't take very long, after the principals meeting, I reckon you could do this easily by 1 o'clock.
Well, we do.
Yeah.
Okay then, Chris. You can do that.
Yeah. Right, I'm now going to spend the rest of the summer speed running fish.
Yes, people in the game.
Optimizing and optimizing.
Oh, amazing! I'm so happy.
That is
That's awesome.
Yeah. What
Believe-
next?
What's next? What's
What's next?
next? I did just want to say, like, just thanks so much, because I never expected it was going to take this long to play this game when we started, and we've managed to complete it in our 15th episode, and it's been absolutely epic. I've really, really thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah. Been looking forward to Monday nights now for the last couple of weeks.
It really feels like it's been a collaborative effort to solve everything, and people have really
100%.
contributed.
Totally. There are so many times I thought I just would not have thought of these things without the collective.
No.
Definitely.
Mm.
Yeah, and like we said last week, like every single week we've made progress. There's never been a single game session where we didn't have an aha moment, where we didn't solve something that took us a bit further forward. So
It feels like a long, long time ago that we were trying to find the right amount of rain in a bit of forest to cool a bit of metal.
Trying to understand why the bird wouldn't get out of the cage.
Yeah.
so long ago. We started in April, folks.
I know.
Gee,
It's now
really?
mid-August.
Yeah, it just feels like this session though has sort of been like a condensation of everything that we've done. We've had like a mathsy logic-y puzzle that we had to solve on the fly, and we did.
Yes.
We've had some like super meta. We've got no idea what to do. So what objects haven't we touched yet? And then we had other which is like, oh, I know what to do, but I can't work out what to type into the
Yeah.
you know, classic text adventure stuff. And I'm actually amazed that we got to 501 points. I was fully expecting the final thing to be a classic. You
You missed
finished
something
it,
on the way.
but you only get 499 points because there's the mysterious 2 points that you failed to pick up.
Well, if you remember, we did turn over. The first thing we did is turn over, because you
Yeah.
lose that point if you don't do it.
Yeah.
So people must
Very
have finished
first move.
this
Yeah.
with 500 points, having no idea where they dropped that first point.
Mm.
That's right. It even tells you, doesn't it, that
Yeah.
if you don't turn over, it just says, "Oh, you just abandoned that first point."
Yeah, but that was 4 months ago.
Wow.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Hopefully, we'll be back in the autumn with another game once we can figure out what to play.
Definitely.
So thanks, everybody, for watching this and taking part. Really appreciate it. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
Thank you.
All right. It's a couple of days later, and we're still. I mean, I'm still buzzing
Yeah,
from
me too.
from having completed the game. Um, so rather than our usual cheesy scripted outro for the podcast, I thought it might be good just to have a little chat and debrief after 15 episodes of playing Fish collaboratively.
It was so good. I mean, we originally decided to do this so that you and I could just spend some time together virtually, because geographically we're much further apart than we used to be, and it's just been amazing. And the fact that the other guys have joined us as well has really made it.
Yeah, it was really good fun, both because we kind of attracted friends and family to play it. And
Yeah,
so it was really nice to do something regular, that brings us together and allows us to spend time with each other
yeah,
socially. Including people like Woody, who's in Canada, and I see so rarely.
yeah.
Spend so much time with him doing this has been great. Um, so it's been great from that perspective. But
Mm.
then to do it publicly and to stream it has also meant that our sort of wider friends and family, as well as complete strangers, have been able
Yeah,
to watch it as well, which
yeah.
is lovely as well. Like it's really nice to hear from people. And
And it's captured now, kind of forever as well. So who knows? Someone might discover it and
that's
watch it.
right. Yeah, and comment years from now.
Yeah, you guys are rubbish.
Yeah. I got to episode 3 and I just couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
But also on top of that, it's been really like wonderful to share a text adventure game
Mm,
with people that have never played them before.
yeah.
It's like a reminder to me of why they're so good in
Mm,
a way. It's been so much more enjoyable as well to play it collaboratively than it is to play them on your own. I mean, I have played text adventure games fairly recently on my own, and they're good fun, and but sometimes you kind of run out of motivation, and
mm,
check a walkthrough or a hint or something like that. You don't really, I've put a lot more effort into this than I probably have done recently playing a game. But by doing it this way, and I think we chose a really good one.
mm.
Um, I think everybody's really got into the spirit of it as well. It's not just, a social thing. Like people have been talking on WhatsApp,
Yeah.
in between the episodes, making suggestions, doing research.
No, totally invested in it. Yeah. No, I agree. And my daughter, for listeners, she has been watching the stream, and I don't think she's ever even seen a text adventure before. And the fact that I think she was surprised how good a game, because obviously it's from the 80s, isn't it? So
Yeah,
back in black and white time, as far as she's concerned. And I think she was surprised how good the game was.
right.
Just as a, I mean, because it's nothing like any of the modern games.
No, but I think I think modern games or text adventures have more in common with modern games than arcade games do in a
Right.
lot of ways, right? I mean, of course, there are modern games that are about hand-eye coordination and twitch games
Mm,
and stuff like that. But any game that involves world building, so many games involve world building and puzzle solving and
yeah.
narrative and characters and dialogue
Yeah.
and
Just sort of
and
different paradigm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, modern games are able to kind of bring more. You play a modern role-playing game, you've got combat and lots of choices in terms of skills and equipment and stuff like that, or crafting or whatever, you know whatever mechanic the designers have packed onto the game. But and of course there are text adventures that have those mechanics as well. I mean, even from the early days, there were kind of text adventure slash RPGs. Even the original, Colossal Cave had combat in it, right?
Right, yeah,
Dwarves turned up and you threw daggers at them.
that's right.
But I think it's just the world building. Like I think modern players can relate to something like Fish because it does create this world. It's entirely, novel and original environment. There's this whole background to it, a whole manual about Mission HQ and a whole kind of consistent dynamic, like the technology of warping and how that works, and these little sort of nuances that it all adds to it. It all creates a much more involving and interesting environment to solve puzzles in.
I think it's the best kind of world building where it kind of sets out the rules early on and then just runs with that rather than it just being endlessly, anything can happen. And then you don't know where you are, you don't know where the boundaries are. And I think also that we as English people benefited from the fact that the game was very English and that Hydropolis was clearly based on London, and so that kind of gave it that basis of familiarity and reality, and then obviously it's then playing on that, which we enjoyed.
Yeah, and it's kind of subversive and it's silly.
Yeah.
And
no, it's excellent. It's beautifully written and very great prose.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. I really struggled, obviously, because we're doing the podcast. I had to read everything. As we kept playing, there's lots of incidental text that I didn't read. Like we constantly kind of get interrupted by groups of students when we're in the university, but I don't want to read the same things over again. And I think, we rightly came to the conclusion that they were incidental and had no real bearing on the story or puzzles. But at the beginning, it was quite hard to read these kind of big chunks of text. And I think I kind of, especially when there's like songs involved or, or characters with different voices and stuff.
No, I thought you did excellently, and I thought you struck the balance very well. Actually, where I was listening to the last podcast, and you'd say, and so Playfair says blah 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 splat, we're dead again.
Right? Yeah. Yes, because we all know that paragraph.
Exactly. Yeah. And we're dead again.
Once again, we're in the goldfish bowl of death. But that is a whole other thing as well, the goldfish bowl of death. Like you don't just die, it's not just the end of the game, but you get put somewhere to think about what you've done.
Yeah, I know. It's because it's the hope that kills you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, for a long time, I kept thinking maybe there is a way out. Maybe you're supposed to die, and there is a way out somehow. I even when I was preparing the save game. For this week's final episode, for this episode that you've just listened to, I intentionally killed myself in order to see
if you could do something, right?
Yeah. Well, I tried to sleep.
Right.
I tried to see if I could break the interface and make it back to reality prime by sleeping in the fishbowl, but I couldn't.
But
no.
I mean, it seems like it's the magnetic scrolls office, doesn't it?
Yes.
That you end up in, and I actually wondered whether they had a fish, a goldfish there.
Yeah, I really hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, it really shows you could, you can spin a great adventure out of nothing, out of very, very little. Really memorable, really enjoyed it. And yeah, I mean, I guess we're going to carry on doing it.
Definitely.
I suspect I'm going to stop doing the podcasts. If you're listening to this and you love the podcast and you've really enjoyed it so far, then message me and try and convince me to do it, because it has taken 4 or 5 hours of my time every week to
Oh
edit
wow.
everything, and you know,
I've enjoyed it.
everything. Yeah, they are good. Like,
They are really good.
you know, it's not so much that I hate doing it. I quite enjoy the process of doing it. And I have that there may be some ways of speeding it up. There are AI platforms that will transcribe all of the dialogue and then allow you to edit in text, and will then
Oh wow.
cut it all together based on the edited text,
Wow.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um, but even that's going to take a while, right? You know,
Sure.
but the edited versions I do think are much better than the live streams, because I'm cutting out a lot of incidental stuff.
Yeah.
I'm cutting out a lot of stuff that like I'm making people a little bit smarter than maybe they are in some ways. Because, you know, sometimes people struggle to express themselves. It's not just the ums and ahs. I mean, I cut those out a little bit. But yeah, people kind of get the wrong end of the stick, or just, you know, or we go down avenues that just are just stupid and don't lead to anything. And, you know, I cut some of, or we have incidental conversations about stuff
Yeah, sure.
that is, you know, irrelevant. And so all of that's cut out. All of
Mm.
the time spent mapping is cut out. All of a lot of the kind of the disk access is cut out. So,
Right.
you know, I'm shortening everything. I'm
Mm.
not doing it like, you know, AI automated, where everything runs together and there's no pauses and you wonder how anyone's breathing,
Yeah.
which, you know, you kind of get from those automated things. Or, you know, you modern podcast apps will, you've also got settings to do that, right? To
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
all the
Yeah. To
pauses
cut
out.
that silence out. Yeah.
So I am editing it by hand, but I'm closing it up a little bit so there
Mhm.
aren't long pauses where we're all just thinking. So it does make us seem smarter,
Wow.
because
I mean, that's it. That's editing full
yeah,
stop, isn't it?
it is.
Well, it's seamless. It's absolutely seamless. It just sounds absolutely like it's just recorded very naturally, and that we actually are smart people.
Yes. Yeah. I've no idea if 15 episodes is a good achievement. Finishing Fish in 15 episodes is a good achievement or not, but I'm pretty chuffed.
Yeah.
I'm pretty chuffed that we did it. I'm chuffed that we didn't need to refer to any walkthroughs or hints.
I'm really pleased that having, after last week when we were completely stuck and we started to talk about maybe we should refer to the hints or something, and
Mm.
I really didn't want to. And it kind of feels like defeat, you know. It doesn't feel like we quite managed it. And because we didn't refer to it at all, I still cannot understand the plankton thing at all. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, yeah, like everything fell into place. I was
Yeah.
really disheartened after the because I'd as I said at the beginning, I'd discovered that tench does arrive if you try and undo the lock screw again. Although, as you said earlier, like why would it even occur to anybody to do it? Because it's
Because
an
we already tried
insta
it.
death.
Yeah.
Um, but then you know, that only led to us then having to solve the booby trap. It didn't do anything at all towards us
Mm,
getting the crystal. So we
mm.
still had all of that we've never been able to do before. And then yeah, we went into the restaurant and started poking around, and
I
the
feel
whole
like
thing
you only went
unraveled.
into the restaurant because we were there as well. Wasn't it just because we were walking past it and you
Yeah,
thought, I'm just going to go into the restaurant? Um, so we could have been on the other side of the map and we would have just not done that.
true. Although the reason that I was scared that we were going to end up back in the alarm room like we were last week with
Yeah.
absolutely tit all to do.
Yeah. Well, I think we'd established that we'd exhausted every possibility.
Yeah, I just have. I was like, you know, I was racking my brain for something else to do than go to the
Yeah.
museum
Yeah.
with nothing. Like, we're just standing there with a stream accelerator and a bunch of bits,
Yeah.
and and
Yeah.
so I was like, well, let's just go into the restaurant and see if there's anything that we can do here.
Yeah. No, it was I guess that in a way, because the restaurant and the museum were the final two things, that it nicely funneled us. So not only into the restaurant so that something happened, but as soon as something happened, we thought this must be
Yeah.
for the museum because we've exhausted it. Because you can imagine if we'd have discovered the plankton the first time we went in the restaurant, like 10 weeks ago or whenever it was, or whenever we first came to the university, we wouldn't have had a clue what to do with that snack. We would have been trying to feed it to everyone we met.
Yeah, possibly. Although we never tried opening the sachet anywhere else.
That
So
is true.
I mean, maybe it says something about how it
Yeah.
diffracts light or something, and we would have put
Yeah.
two things.
A big cloud of pink mess or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Having now had time to, I discovered that there was a hints and solutions booklet that Magnetic Scrolls had published,
Right.
and it has a bunch of extra information and including a set of things to do that, give interesting or funny responses, including, the encouragement to go into the cinema multiple times once you've completed the game to read all the
The amusing faux movie
yeah.
synopsis or something. Yeah.
So that is one of the things that it suggests is opening the sachet in a public place. That is something that we should probably do. The other thing that it mentions, just for the people who are wondering, if anyone's still listening to this,
Yeah.
is that the police station does have a purpose,
Hmm.
and which is that it acts as a lost and found office. If you drop anything in a public place, um, people will come along and pick it up and return it to the police station, apparently, which we never did because
Yeah.
there's no reason to drop anything anywhere. But apparently, if you do end up dropping something for whatever reason,
I wonder whether we were talking about because we gave the cylinder to Simon Tench just as like a trying to get him drunk, and he just took it. Maybe that would have ended up at the police station, or who
possible.
knows? Yeah, who
Yeah,
knows? It
no
was
idea.
clearly not the right thing to do.
Yeah, we figured it out in the end, though.
We did, and very happy we are too. And now we've got to decide what we're going to do next.
Exactly. Yeah. Everybody's really keen to do another one.
Yeah.
We had a conversation about whether we should do another text adventure or do a graphical adventure, but I think the consensus was let's stick with text
Hmm.
because it's something that we can all do. It's
Hmm.
not rather than, players saying, click over there, left a bit.
Waggle the stick a bit more.
So maybe we should see if there are some classics that none of us have played or we haven't played in 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Maybe look at some Infocom ones or Level 9 or yeah, some other famous ones that, everyone should play at least once. And maybe some modern ones, look at modern IF, look at winners of the XYZY Award and see what the famous ones are that none of us have ever had a go at.
Yeah, we definitely want to play the good ones, obviously. I also don't want to get into a too advanced one too quickly, I guess, because for most of the guys, it's like their first ever text adventure. And you can imagine that for, text adventures that were made for people that have played a lot of text adventures would probably get pretty hard.
Yeah. I mean, my impression is that Fish is not regarded as an easy game
Mhm.
as well. And also, I think a lot of text adventures that have been written more recently are written with novices in mind.
Okay.
I mean, I guess there are some complex ones. Certainly some that I've played have been complex, games like Varicella, for example. It's sort of complex puzzle, brilliant, but complex. Maybe it would be fun for us to play nonetheless, right? I mean, we do have some experience now, and as I say, Fish fish is not a walk in the park.
I thought that the difficulty of fish was like spot on, wasn't it? It was just hard enough that we all had to try to figure it out. Because you can imagine if it's too easy, you're just going through the motions, and we're just watching you just picking keys up and going to doors and things. And everyone else is like, well, this isn't actually that taxing.
Mm.
And then vice versa, if it was really hard, like if there'd been too much more of the dimensions maze, where we really had to take it away and solve it because it was just too much. And it's not really a group activity either.
No. Yeah, we couldn't have done that on the live stream. So in a way, it was lucky that we had something else to do, I think, in that episode. Park it and then solve it before the next episode.
Didn't we accidentally like find 2 of the artifacts after when we abandoned? We were like, oh, we can't go into this.
Oh yeah,
go and do something else, and we just like solved 2 other. Did we go to the power station? I can't remember what it was now, but it's like, oh look, here we go. Just here's the filter.
Yeah, true. But yeah, we basically made progress every single week.
Yeah.
We were never, I mean, the most we were ever stuck, I think, was last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, what do you know? The following week, we finish everything else and complete the game with a full score.
Yeah. And within the hour or just over the hour.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. We finished it like dead on 8 o'clock. So exactly within time.
Yeah, fantastic.
Remarkable. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe we've just been spoilt, and maybe whatever we choose, it's not going to live up.
Yeah, it's going to be rubbish.
The heights of our experience of playing fish, but I think as a result, the game will always have a very special place in our hearts, won't it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And but also maybe we'll choose a game that doesn't take 15 episodes to solve. Maybe it'll be a bit quicker. Maybe...
I think probably that is a good plan. Let's pick a smaller one and just try that, rather than diving into one of the next massive game. We could try some of the smaller ones.
Yeah, which may also mean going back in time a little bit to, because this is a game designed for 16-bit machines. Obviously, there's some famous Infocom games and Level 9 games that were designed for 8-bit machines that maybe don't have the same number of locations and objects, and certainly not the same amount of dialogue and vocabulary, which might make it harder to find the right phrase and the right things, but also might make it easier in that the choices are more limited.
Well, let's try and figure out which one.
Yeah.
Over the next few weeks.
And in the meantime, if anyone really is still listening, then thanks so much for staying with us. Hope you really enjoyed it. Drop us a message, a comment. Go to deadfleshretro.com and send us a message through the contact form there, or send us an email. You can find all our details, and let us know. Give us some suggestions if there are things that you'd like us to play, and we'll take them into account.
All right. Well, thank you, Chris.
Cheers, buddy.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Bye all.
Bye.
Bye.